I'm in a cool and rainy Endcliffe Park today. I thought I'd come here to make a video about the subject of depression. I've not really done one on that yet, so I thought, seeing as I've been suffering with symptoms of that quite a lot this week, today might be a good place to start. But first I need to change the battery in my audio recorder. I was a little bit reluctant to actually make this video today because I'm feeling very tired, and I didn't really want to come out, at least not in this sort of weather. And I didn't really want the effort of bringing the camera or setting anything up. But that also actually makes it a good excuse to make this video, because one of the symptoms of depression is being very tired and struggling to do things and being unable to concentrate. So today is actually quite a good example of a day when I'm suffering with such symptoms. So it is a good idea that I actually came to do the video today despite being tired. The problem with doing videos like this, especially about very sensitive topics, is that you actually quite often forget what to say. Your mind kind of goes blank when you put on the spot in front of a camera. Yeah, so I've been suffering from depression since about 2006, and the main sort of symptoms of depression are that you feel like you're about to cry all the time. If you're not already crying, you feel like you want to. Often you get suicidal thoughts and thoughts of not wanting to be here. Can really struggle with concentration and tiredness and things like that. It's taken me a bit of effort to get here today, the other side of Sheffield. The main thing for me, I think, is both the constant sadness and the regular tiredness. Now, I noticed at the end of last weekend that one of my tiredness episodes might be coming on, and I noticed that when I was on my way home from a protest last week. I went to a protest with the video camera to do a bit of citizen journalism, and the rain's really coming down now. I was doing a bit of some interviews and just general sort of things that a citizen journalist with a camera would do. And that was a nice day out. I spoke to a lot of people, and it was interesting to learn about people's causes. So in that regard, it was a very good day. But I felt really tired on my way back, and I imagined I'd probably be tired going into the following week, and indeed I actually was, especially the next day. But then the Monday came, and I needed to do some work on the bike, and I thought, well, I've got time. My mum's still on holiday, so I've just about got the time. So I thought, yeah, I'll do it, and I did have the time. I did just about feel up to it. I took it nice and easy, so I didn't stress myself out. I mean, it's not a hard job, but I didn't want to wear myself out doing it either. So, I just thought I'll take it easy. And I was actually making really good progress on it. As I said, it was only a simple job, but you don't want to. It's very, very easy to overdo things when you're suffering from depression. So I was making good progress, and I came in for some toast. I have a bit of a problem with harassment. I've got a bit of. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but I have a problem with a peeping Tom who comes onto my premises with a ladder and can sometimes be found at the window, even the upstairs window. And well, would you believe it, he came. I heard some noise outside, and I thought it was just someone reading the meter, or maybe the postman going next door, or something like that. But it wasn't. It was him, and the stress of that, the shock of it, really put me off. So I wasn't able to do anything else that day because I was just so upset. So it was kind of that adding to the upset and the stress that I already had. And the thing is, when this happened, I had the back door unlocked, and I had the garage unlocked, and the key was in the garage, the lights were on, the laptop computer was there with playing music. And you really start to blame yourself in these sorts of situations. Me having a problem with some pervert who comes in with a ladder, that's, yeah, okay, it's my problem, but it's not my fault. But the doors were unlocked. Anyone could have walked in and either attacked me or stolen something, and I started blaming myself. I said, I should have locked the garage door, I should have locked the back door, I shouldn't have had the computer in the garage. And I was just in a position where I was really blaming myself for this incident, and it's not my fault at all, really. It's this person's fault. People shouldn't be coming on to my garden and looking through my windows. But really, the stress of that completely threw me, and I just wasn't able to do anything. On a better day, I'd have probably coped with it okay and written it off as a bad experience and got on with things the next day or the day after, but I just wasn't able to do anything. I just felt so tired and unable to do anything. I thought about going to the police, but again, I was just so tired, I thought I'm not going to manage it. I managed to go to the shops a couple of days later, but again, it was a struggle. I was really tired, and I just thought, I just felt like I was about to burst into tears in the middle of the supermarket. And that's what depression's like. You know, you go to the supermarket innocently to buy some food, and you may well feel better because it means you're doing something. But on the other hand, you may well feel like you're about to burst into tears. And that's a really unpleasant experience, and it's really quite embarrassing as well when there's other people around. You don't want to be bursting into tears in the middle of a supermarket. But really, that's just what it feels like. And I'm back in the city centre with a much needed cup of coffee. Although it's just as cold and dull, although I think the rain stopped at least, so that's something. I've just been talking about stress in that video. I completely forgot how bad the traffic is up Ecclesall Road, and I think the traffic on Ecclesall Road is bad enough to stress anyone out, regardless of whether you're suffering from any mental illness or not.